Good day, everyone. Welcome to Healthy and Whole, and you are with Melissa Adams, who is your host throughout this entire summit. Very excited about the summit because we want to show you how to live your best life now. The approach is holistic, so you can get a full view on what healthy looks like in order for you to make the right decisions on how to go along your journey that suits your lifestyle and your pocket. We're not dictating to you, we want you to make an informed decision. So today, we're changing the paradigm a bit, where we're talking about fashion. The title of today's show is called Use Your Clothes to Create Confidence. Now, being part of being healthy, confidence and being who you are plays a very strong role in that. And that is why I invited Elysha Lenkin, who is a personal fashion stylist for women. She has 20 years experience and worked with a variety of brands and celebrities, from Carrie Underwood to Conair, that movie, with Nicolas Cage. Tina Fey, Working Moms, as well as Verizon. She also has a weekly blog and video show which provides inspiring, stylish tips and insider tricks that make fashion fun and approachable, helping clients look polished, put together, and feeling confident in their clothes. When she's not working, she's often found with her husband and 2 kids living in the lower side of Manhattan. So a very warm welcome to you, Elysha.
Thank you so much, Melissa. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Yeah. So let's talk fashion. Let's talk how you got to where you are right now and what has inspired you.
Yeah, well, I have been in the fashion styling business since the 90s. So when I first started out as a stylist, it was a behind the scenes position. Nobody knew what my job was. So I would meet people and I'd say I'm a stylist, and I'd always have to explain what I did because it was so behind the scenes. People didn't realize that there was this job to shop and provide the clothes. So all the clothes that you see on TV, on commercials, in magazines, that's someone's job to get those clothes. So now I think we all know about that. But back in the mid 90s when I first started, nobody knew about it. So I did get my start working on commercial shoots, magazines. I was a fashion editor. I worked at magazines. I worked for, like I said, for commercials and for editorials, and was doing that since the mid 90s. And then what happened was around 9/11, I live in New York City, and around 9/11, as everybody knows, everything changed, and the business that I was in working on shoots, it really slowed down. Now, I had been a yoga student at that time. I was practicing yoga regularly. So now that the industry had slowed down so much, I decided to use my extra time because I wasn't working as much, and I went and I got certified to be a yoga instructor. So I started teaching yoga pretty quickly after I got certified. I got a job teaching. I was working at a health club on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. And then what happened was the photo shoots, the business picked back up again. So I started working on shoots. I was styling models during the day, making them look amazing. But then in the evening, I was working with my yoga students, and I was teaching this vinyasa class where I was really about helping my students feel connected to their bodies and expressing themselves through the poses. So my days were spent on set, my evenings were spent teaching yoga. And then I decided that I needed to combine these intentions. How can I help people look really good, but also feel really connected to their bodies and express themselves. So that's when I pivoted, and I still work on commercial shoots, but I also work with everyday women to help them with their personal style so that they understand how to dress themselves and to use their clothes as a tool to create confidence in their lives.
Wow, that's very resourceful of you just to keep going and actually educating and empowering yourself actually to grow your business um, with the use of yoga and using that confidence as well as fashion to combine the two so that you can actually get a awesome person coming out there. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So tell me, in terms of your clients that you have, what is the common problem that you see amongst them? Would it be low confidence? And if it is, how did you actually go about in trying to remedy it or trying to help the person along to grow their confidence?
Yeah, well, when they come to work with me, I would say that the common thread between every single woman who's ever contacted me is that she feels like she's in a rut. Okay? So what is a rut? A rut is low energy, right? So they're depleted almost. They're these busy women. So some of them are busy in their careers and some of them are busy, they're moms, so they're busy taking care of their families, but they are all incredibly busy, and what happens is they put themselves on the bottom of the priority list. So they're taking care of their work, they're taking care of their families, and they sort of fall to the bottom. Okay. So when they approach me, they realize that they need to make a change. They want to make a change, and they know that they can feel a lot better if they could just get control again over their closets. So the way that we work together is I have a process. It's called your style reinvention, and it really is a style transformation where we start where you're at, and then I take you through this transformation that by the end you understand who you are, you understand what you want to say with your style, and you also understand how to use your clothes to help you express that. So I really teach women how to work with their closets, how to shop better for themselves. So always dressing for yourself so that you feel a certain way. Everybody wants to feel different in their clothes. So it's all about how do you want to feel in your clothes? And I help you start to use your clothes to express that feeling. So it's really important that we do use our clothes to express a feeling of how we want to have, because I think we can all relate to that feeling when, let's say you have to go out. It's like in the evening, maybe you're a little tired, you're low on energy, and you don't want to go out because you don't know what to wear. So that just becomes a bigger barrier to get you out of the house. It's like, oh, I have nothing to wear. So with my clients, what I do is I help them figure out how to create outfits and how to put clothes together, because what the result is, when you put on an outfit that makes you feel really good and really energized, then you're like, okay, let's go out, let's go do this. So it actually does energize you when you put on the right clothes.
No, that's very true. That is well, that is true. When we work, especially if I go into the workplace, there are very often that I have off days, and I just put on a pair of slacks, some flat shoes, and a top, and I go to work because you just don't have energy and you don't have time to work out what goes with what. Look sparkly, don't look sparkly, look dull, and we tend to wear our emotions on our clothes. So when you dress like that, you can actually see that person doesn't actually feel too great today.
Yeah, I agree. I know it for myself because I have those days as well. I'm feeling low energy and I just can't be bothered. And it's okay. If you have those days, it's okay. Every day doesn't have to be a fashion runway show. Okay. That's not the goal. The goal is to feel good in your clothes most days, but also to know that you can turn it around, that you can actually use your clothes to help you feel better. So I completely understand those days when I just sort of throw it on and go do my errands or whatever it is that I have to do. It's an energy that I have put into my outfit. It's low energy, so that's the energy that I'm putting out into the world, low energy, and then that's what I'm going to get back, because what you put out is what you get back. So if you can start your day putting in a little bit more energy into yourself, and I don't think you have to spend even a half an hour. I mean, if you could just give yourself an extra 10 minutes to try to experiment with your closet and find new outfits, you're going to feel different. Even if it's just adding a different accessory, put on a different necklace, put on a new sweater or a new jacket, just add one new piece, and you'll see how then it energizes you to stand a little taller. And like I said, it motivates you to get out the door and do what you have to do.
Yeah, yeah, very right about that. So in terms of your clients, I want to go back again. Have you ever come across where somebody wants to dress a certain style, but because of their body shape, it's a complete no-no? How do you actually change that person's mind where they want to wear cheeky shorts, but yet they don't have the body, of that?
Well, I can give an example. I was working with a client just yesterday, actually, and well, the cheeky shorts, like the women that I work with, I haven't come across that specific incident yet. But one thing that I did come across, and this was just yesterday, is my client, she carries most of her weight on her bottom. And the rule would be that somebody who carries most of their weight on the bottom, you wouldn't wear skinny jeans because it would really emphasize your bottom. So she had mostly skinny jeans in her closet, but the skinny jeans that she had were like jeggings. They were really, really tight. And I just said to her, I said, all your pants are tight. And first of all, the reason that she contacted me in the first place, because she wasn't happy with what she was wearing. So I said to her, all of your pants are so tight on the bottom. Like, what do you think about trying something new? Let's see how that goes. So we went shopping and we tried on different silhouettes, and she ended up buying some flares, which looked amazing. But it wasn't that she couldn't wear skinny jeans, okay? Like, yes, the rule is like women who carry weight on the bottom shouldn't wear skinny jeans, but I don't believe in that. I believe that women should wear what makes them feel confident. So we did find some skinnier jeans. They weren't the jegging style that was so tight. And the other thing that these skinny jeans had that made them different was they had slits on the side of the ankle. So there was more skin that was showing down there, and I think that really balanced out the way she looked. And when I looked at her, I said, wow, these look amazing, but how do you feel? What do you think? And she loved them. So she opened up. She tried new silhouettes, to go to a more wide leg silhouette. And she did get to stay with her skinnies, but just maybe trying a little bit of a different style of skinny jeans instead of that really tight jegging style, which she didn't feel good in that. And I could see that when she was wearing those pants. Those pants were from an older time in her life, and they're not really representing who she is now.
And tell me, what goes through your head when you actually see the light bulb go on in your client, and you can just see the brightness shining off because that confidence and that feel good comes up immediately? That is all passion. And how do you feel? How does that make you feel?
Well, first of all, our clothes it's very emotional. Our clothes can really bring out our emotions. So when you put on something that makes you feel good, you do brighten up. You are more motivated. You are more energized. Okay. So that's just a fact. That's what happens. When I watch my clients go through this transformation, this is the reason that I do my work. Because when I see them all of a sudden, my client yesterday, like, still wearing a skinny jean, she feels comfortable in skinny jeans, still wearing that, but it's a little bit different. And like, she saw there's just other options out there. There's more possibility out there. And when I see her open up to the possibility, that's that's the reason that I do this. I want to show my clients what's possible for them. And
Yeah.
it's a lot wider, a lot broader than what they've been imagining or what they've been living with, because they've been in these style ruts, which is low energy. And just basically when you're in a rut, you see no options. So for me to show her, look at all these options, look what you can wear, look how you can feel, that's the whole reason that I do the work that I do.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that just puts them on another level. And now they're ready to conquer the world and do what they need to do and be the best at that as well.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Do you have any tips for hiding belly fat? That is a common issue amongst our women. What tips do you have for that?
Yeah. So I have another client that I'm working with right now who she gains her weight in the middle. So she's not, and this is making her really self conscious. So that's the reason that you would want to conceal or play down anything. Okay. So it's not about what size is the belly, it's about what's making you feel uncomfortable. And so that's what I work towards. So those are the cues that I take. So she flat out said to me, I'm so self-conscious about my belly. I feel like everybody is looking at it. So there's a couple things that you can do if this is your situation as it is for my client. And again, I just want to point out, it's not about the size of your belly, it's about how you feel with your belly. Okay, so I just want to make really clear about that, because I have another client who her belly physically measures the largest part of her body, but she's not self-conscious about it, she owns it. Okay, so we're not really working on like covering or concealing her belly, right? So but for my client who feels really self-conscious about her belly, you want to be really, you want to pay attention to the lines that your clothing has. Now, for example, if you wear a shirt, the hemline at the bottom of your shirt, that's creating a line, right? So that's going to draw our eyes naturally go right to the lines, like in the horizon. We just naturally look at lines. So one thing that you could do to throw the eye off and confuse it a little bit is you could wear an asymmetrical top. So that would be like making the line go asymmetrically instead of it being straight across, which is like eye goes straight to the line. But if you make it asymmetrical, the eye goes up, the eye goes down, the eye is not looking at the center anymore. So that's one thing I would suggest.
That's awesome. And in terms of makeup, do you also talk about makeup or help your clients with makeup? Because some people really overdo it, and some people can actually accentuate the features that they do have, but yet they don't know that they can.
Yeah, well, a makeup artist is that's not my lane. I
Mhm.
don't do makeup, and in fact, I wish I was better at makeup. But what I do recommend to my clients is to go and have your makeup done by someone so that they can teach you. So you can have a professional on your face teach you the best way to do your makeup based on your lifestyle. So if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of time that you want to spend on makeup, they can give you a routine that, a 5-minute routine with minimal amount of products. So I always recommend that my clients do this. And in the New York area, I know makeup artists, but for anyone else, the department stores are a good place to go. Pick a brand that you respect, that you like, because you are going to end up buying those products. I think that's the deal. If you want them to do your makeup, you buy the products, but those products they'll help you. They'll be part of your routine. So find a brand that you like. I like Laura Mercier. I think Chanel would be another good makeup counter to go to, and you have them do your makeup, and you listen to what they teach you, because it is really helpful, and it is part of the whole package, part of your appearance.
Yeah. Yeah. Elisha, if there's one thing you can tell our audience in terms of strategizing or tips, what would that be for their
I
confidence?
I think it's really important to gain the confidence in your style so that other people's opinions don't matter. I think that's really helpful. If you can gain the confidence, learn how to style yourself. So learn whatever tricks you need to learn for yourself, like things like, if you want to draw attention away from your belly, then wear asymmetrical, or you want to learn more about how to style yourself, because once you have these skills, then you feel confident in what you're wearing, and you know that what you're wearing is the right thing for you, then you don't have to pay attention to other people's opinions. Because I think what happens when other people's opinions get in our own head, it can start to weigh us down, and it can start to bring us down, and it can really start to feed insecurity. So my goal with my clients is to give them those tools, those skills, those strategies, so that they are confident in their choices, what they're making. So we work together, but then I don't come every day after. They go on their own, and they know how to style themselves. They know what clothes to wear. They know what makes them feel confident, what makes them feel motivated. And then other people, they get the compliments, of course, but they're not impacted by what other people think. So my advice is to just really learn how to style yourself, so that you don't have to pay attention to what other people say.
Yeah. And also own it. What you select, what you love, you own it, and you rock it as best as you can.
Absolutely.
There is a free gift, listeners, that Elysha has for you. Can you tell us more about that, please?
Yes, this is 7 steps to an incredible outfit. And this is for anybody who's stuck in a rut. So this is for someone who's bored with their clothes. They don't know how to put outfits together. They wear the same thing over and over again. They just completely lack inspiration. This is a series of 7 style prompts that are going to get you in your closet, and it is going to inspire you to put your clothes together in completely unexpected ways. So I think you're going to be surprised by some of these style prompts, things you never would have thought of, that are going to get your brain going, experimenting, trying new things, and then you're going to end up with a really cool new outfit, but it's going to be from your closet. So you're not actually shopping and buying new things.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely awesome. I can't wait to get into that as well myself. So listeners, we want to thank you so much, Elysha, for your professionalism and your expertise in how to style yourself in confidence. And listeners, as part of being healthy and whole, confidence does play a very important part in it. And if you can dress confidently, you are one step further to being the max you. So I want to thank you so much for listening, and you will tune in tomorrow again for our next interview. Have a great day. Enjoy.
Bye. Thank you.